Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Saturday Night's Thunderball. Thanks for joining us here on this wonderful Saturday afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you might be. We're here to play some D&D, or what some people might call D&D. If you haven't joined us before, we're playing a sport game called Thunderball, which you will see here in a minute. It's weird, it's fun, it's going to be the next new hit thing. Before we get started, though, we have a couple of announcements for things coming up over the next week. First and foremost, tomorrow, Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, we will have the next session of Slang 101, Monster of the Week campaign that Savannah runs, featuring a bunch of college town yokels that are fighting monsters and stuff like that. Mostly just personal drama, though. On Tuesday of this week, we have a brand new update to our schedule. A new D&D game joining the lineup called Eos, which is going to be run by our very own Dammit Barry, who unfortunately is not here today. Due to just personal, I don't know. He's had a rough week and couldn't make it today. But we miss you, Barry, and we hope we can see you soon. Hope he's feeling better by Tuesday. We will be starting that game at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I don't know what time. I feel like I should say it in what would the time be for Australia?
Do you even know what his time zone is called?
No, well, I don't actually.
If it's 7 Eastern, it would be L o'clock Australia because it's upside down.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You're done. You're all done.
For about half of that sentence, I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
He's going to be so mad us Americans can't learn anything about his country.
Barry doesn't watch this show.
I
love you.
We'll be starting that 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and that'll go weekly on Tuesdays. Start next week. So come join. A bunch of Alex, Savannah, and I are all in it, playing with Barry along with one new player. I don't think there's anything else this week up until the next session of Thunderball next Saturday, because hopefully we won't have any more interruptions for at least a little while.
Wait, All Myths Are True is on Thursday. Did you say that one?
Oh crap! Thank you. All Myths Are True. As
I'll forgive you because our schedule's been off the last.
Yeah, I'm
weeks.
So thrown off. I have to traveling one weekend just throws everything out.
We
of
don't
whack.
even know what decade we're in.
Yeah, All Myths Are True is this Thursday. As Savannah hinted to, is a 80s kids on bikes game. We're playing Tales from the Loop, doing all sorts of wacky 80s kids on bike stuff. And that starts at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
Eastern
Maybe.
Time. And then next Sunday will be, because the chat reminded me, the next Sunday will be our continuation of our Pathfinder second edition campaign, The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, which I run, and again, people here are in, and a lot of familiar faces. We are kind of at the halfway point for our journey, or the not campaign, adventure we are doing. So come join us then. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's the time for that one.
That is true. That will be the first week that we will have our new time change. It'll be on the 22nd, and it'll be at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So all of our programming on Sundays is going to be at 4 from now on, just 4 Eastern Time, for the sake of convenience. And so we don't all have to remember which time we're playing on each week.
I actually posted our updated schedule earlier today. So if you're watching this on Twitch right now, the schedule that's below us on our Twitch page is accurate as of this morning. It's also pinned to our Twitter and our Discord as well. So since we just did a really bad job of announcements,
I think I knocked it out of the park. I don't know what you're talking about. I covered everything.
It could have been anyone. It was Jake's fault.
And there he goes. So I think that's it. No other announcements? Anything else anybody wants to plug? Anything like that? All good. Okay. Well, let's jump back into today's session of Saturday Night's Thunderball. I'm going to change the music. Thank you. I'm going to change the music a little bit because we're going to start off a bit chill here with a recap of our last session. We had a practice game between the Grey Coast Griffins and the Nevertide Nightmares, the team you just played previously, came into town and did a little scrimmage with y'all. It went well, or was going well, until we had a bit of an injury. The team captain for the Nevertide Nightmares got a little roughed up and didn't want to push things, staying in the game. The team wasn't too sure. They were already missing one of their players, and luck would have it, a kindly stranger was passing by and offered to jump in and to let you finish your scrimmage. You agreed, and this person introduced themselves as Victor. You played or continued your match against them, doing your final set. Victor proved to be pretty good at the game, but was obviously no match against your combined skills and convenient hold person spells. And you guys were able to clinch another victory against the Nightmares, once again proving that you deserve to be ranked above them. But as the friendly match ended, and you began to sort of cool down, doing your end game stretches, eating your orange slices, that sort of thing, Victor introduced himself a bit more, said that he was in town to visit a friend, and that friend was your teammate, Ursa. He also told you that he does play Thunderball professionally for a little team known as the Karat Hellfire, which you know to be the top-ranked team in the Balavar Thunderball League. With all that, going your separate ways, Victor headed off to find Ursa. And that's where we're going to pick up our session today. I don't think I'm trying to remember the last time. I think you told him that she was sick, or some way he finds out, because I think our excuse last time was Alessa and Ursa were sick and not able to be there. So I don't think he just goes over right away. Probably stays in town for a day at the local inn and then comes over. So Ursa, what are you doing? What are you doing today? You've just recovered from your food poisoning or whatever it was.
Wait, some bad stuff. What is Ursa doing? She is probably, I think last time we talked about how I was working on some posters of our team for our next big matchup. So yeah. She's maybe working on those.
Okay. So you got a shop, or there's a...
Yeah, so she's part of a guild who makes signs and things, and she's probably is working on her off time on this side project.
Okay. So maybe we'll say it's a little later in the day. You've finished your any assignments or any projects that you were working on earlier, and now you're working on some personal stuff, trying to get some things together for the match in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And as you're in the back, kind of working at the, I imagine you guys have I imagine some big metal contraption, old printing press that you're putting the pieces together on and making the molds that
yes. Oh boy, setting type takes a while.
Yeah. So you're getting all that ready, and you've had a couple of test prints to get things right, and you're about to do the make your first full test print of the poster, and you hear a knock at the locked front door of the shop.
Who could that be? And goes to check after sort of making sure things are good.
You see through the window the silhouette of, in the setting sun, of a taller figure. And as you open the door, you see a familiar face, a tall human man, sides of his head shaved, sort of braided down the back, carrying a slung pack over his right shoulder. You see your old friend Victor.
Well, hello there, stranger. I didn't think you would actually show up.
Says, I didn't know if I had the right place. Ursa,
Yeah, just working in the back.
it's been a while. Do you have some time to talk?
Yeah, I could put these things away that I'm working on. Yeah, I know a place we can go chat.
He says, all right, you lead the way. How are things? Where's your father?
He is not around right now. He is out on a little bit of sightseeing.
Oh, well, that's good. He always worked too hard. I'm glad that he's taking some time for himself.
Yeah, he did work pretty hard. I mean, took a while to get you into shape, huh?
He's tried his best. Is there a specific place that you guys are going to like have your conversation, or just you're going to the shop?
Probably. There's probably a bar somewhere that they go to. That's maybe not a centaur bar.
What do you have against centaur bars?
Nothing. Other than the seats are too big.
Yeah, there is probably a local tavern at the center of town where everyone after a day's work gathers to drink and carouse. So you find a booth off to the side, or a table off to the side, where the two of you can chat and catch up as you're having this conversation. And Victor orders some drinks, which he pays for, and the two of you begin to catch up. I don't know. Let's do it this way. So I think Victor asks you, it goes in like small talk and asking about like friends and family and stuff in the area, and then finally gets into, so I hear you're playing for the team here. The Griffins, right?
Yeah, that's us. Finally got the team scrapped together. We're pretty good.
I'd say so. I met your teammates yesterday.
No.
Played a bit with them, and what was it? The Nightmares. They were here for a scrimmage match or something.
Oh, you were here for that match. I was sick at the time.
That's what they told me. I was disappointed. I was hoping to find you and get to see you play a bit. It's been a long time.
Well, you could come to our match. We got an upcoming one against Calrock. You can come do that if you like.
I did hear about that. That's one of the reasons that I'm in the area. Our promoter in Karat was having some of the team members during our off weeks do some, I don't know, handshakes and some fundraising, that sort of thing. You go and you meet people and you sign autographs and that sort of business.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what that's like, but maybe if we get good, someday we might get busy like that.
Well, I did hear a bit about your match the other week against the Nightmares, the one at the exhibition match. From what reached my ears, it sounds like you've got a pretty strong lineup.
Yeah, I think we're doing all right. It'll be interesting to see how this next match against Calrock goes. Technically, the league is sort of ranked us lower, but we have a friend who was able to pull some strings, so see if we could take on a heavier weight class, huh?
Well, I look forward to it. Do you think you'll make it to the tournament?
Definitely.
That's what I was hoping to hear. Is your father the one that's coaching the team?
No, actually, it's Yuri. Don't know if you've met him.
Yeah, Yuri.
Gorka, yeah.
I thought he was retired. Huh.
Well, I did a little bit of bugging, and he is not retired anymore.
Huh. Makes sense. You always persistent like that.
Well, when my father decided he did not want to coach the team, I had to find somebody.
Well, what about anyone else from the old team? Have you seen them around lately? Have they dropped by? Say hi?
Not really. I was kind of hoping to see them at the last match, but I mean, it was just an exhibition thing and kind of out of the way, so wasn't expecting too much.
I'm sure they'll be by. You're causing enough enough waves as it is. They'll make it by sooner or later. If not, I'm sure you'll see them on the field.
Yeah, maybe soon we'll see you on the field, huh?
Well, I think you got the little ways to your team is up to snuff to take on us, but you'll get there, I'm sure, in time. Maybe next season.
Yeah, maybe next season. Maybe this season. She sort of says under her breath.
Says, well, how about this? I wasn't exactly heading to Call Rock, but I could probably. They'll wait a few days for me. So I'll stick around for the match. Come watch you play.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I'll get you a hat you can wear.
He laughs at that and says, I don't know how anyone would take it with me wearing any other team's hat.
Well, it's just all in good fun, sportsmanship. Got to root on some other people sometime, the underdogs.
Right. Well, we'll see. After I watch you play, maybe I'll be a believer.
And then probably just talks more about, I don't know, just catch up a little bit.
Okay. So you make the arrangements for Victor, who's going to head over towards Call Rock, but promises to be there for the match to watch you play. All right. So before we move on to anything else, did anyone have anything they wanted to do in the last few days before the fated match?
Clarification question on the training we've been doing. We still haven't done enough to get proficiency. We still just have that little mini bonus.
Yeah, whatever you've done, because that was for like the full 3-week period. So that was what you got for this training period. Mm-hmm. After this match, there'll be another period for you guys to train where you can further improve that. So, everybody's good. Then we will move right along. Good morning, Thunderball fans. Kirk Storm here, bringing you another exciting matchup here at Call Rock's Grand Stadium. Today's Curses of the Deep matchup is once again brought to you by Arcanum Sports Emporium, and should be an interesting one as the Grey Coast Griffins are coming off a dominant performance against the Neverside Nightmares. The question remains to be answered whether they can stand toe-to-toe in the big leagues, as the Griffins are yet to be tested against a Big Six team. They'll have the opportunity to prove their mettle here today as the Call Rock Reef Hunters stand firmly in their path. The Reef Hunters have had a shaky performance these first few weeks, sliding out of the top 10 ranking for the first time in 10 seasons. Many loyal fans attribute the team's fall from grace to personnel deficiencies, most notably being Sephi Oscrub, former star raider of the Reef Hunters, and her move to the Ildar Prowlers late last season. Many have speculated this move resulted from disagreements between Sephi and Fisky Work, captain of the Reef Hunters, and Sephi's aunt. While neither has publicly acknowledged these rumors, it's hard to argue that the Reef Hunters haven't been the same team since the move. It's an overcast day, and the rain is coming down, but the heat of competition between these two teams With nothing to lose and something to prove, we'll surely light a fire in this stadium. But now, a word from our sponsors.
If you're looking for a meal on the
Which
go
doesn't want to
that
play.
can satisfy an adventurous
Thanks, Roll20. We're having technical issues here today at the
It
stadium.
was playing.
Arcanum
Was it? It wasn't playing on my end.
Okay, I can see it pop up, but I didn't hear anything.
I was hearing it.
Okay, hold
Aw.
on. I'll play it again so the
Yeah.
stream can hear it.
If you're looking for a meal on the go that can satisfy an adventurer's appetite, look for Xander's Street Meat on a corner near you. Xander's, the meat that can't be beat. Contains 10% rat.
For those that couldn't hear it, it was an ad for Xander's Street Meat. Here's thinking of you, Barry.
That's fun.
So, as you are preparing for this match, you find yourself a few days later, once again, at Call Rock Grand Stadium in the locker rooms beneath that have been laid out for your team. This time, you are in sort of the main facilities. Before you're in one of the kind of lesser off, I guess I don't know what they're called in. I want to say green rooms, but that's not sports. But there's one of the smaller locker rooms for the exhibition matches. You are in the main facility now. Nice sort of amenities for you. There's a little pool off to the side that has these hot jets to help loosen your muscles before a match. All sorts of fun stuff, and suitably uncomfortable by the surroundings is your coach, Yuri, who doesn't seem like he knows quite what to do with all of these developments and everything that's going on. However, your promoter, Alden Truss, seems right at home. And is actually kind of walking around the locker room with a glass of wine in hand, and is just smiling ear to ear, talking to some other attendants. I think he has some staff that kind of helps get things ready, and about arrangements and getting things prepared for the match. And before Yuri is glowering at him, has been telling him to get out for several minutes so you guys can have your huddle before the match. And as he's standing at the door, Alden says, "Is there anything else that you might need before I go? I can have anything brought down that you might want? No? 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 Okay, I'll just leave then." And then Yuri just slams the door in front of him. Says, "I'm regretting this already.
Why do we have him again?
Because we wouldn't be playing here today if we didn't. We could all just go home if you want. Yeah.
Why would we go
Or-
home? We're already here.
I know. It's been a while since we've played a matchup like this, and anyway, it'll be fine. Let's just get to the game plan.
Coach is nervous.
I'll make you run laps. I don't care if there are thousands of people sitting out there. I'll make you run laps around the stadium. Right.
Douglas just kind of sits there, is just with a shit-eating grin, just like.
And for the last time, has anyone seen Ace?
No.
It's fine. I'm gonna have to turn the our roster in for today with just the 5 of you, unless anyone has anything they want to add to it.
Well, I can make a creature, y'all. Hey, wait, hang on. I can find a steed. Do we want a steed?
Just find
You
one.
could find a Steve.
Hang on.
Do you want to
Hey,
add?
hey guys, I found this.
Guys, I found a horse.
Okay, hang on. Let me look at this. I haven't looked at this spell in so long. I don't know what it can do.
I do see a good option in there. It's not going to be the giant version, but
Elk,
An
elk, 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 elk,
Oh God.
elk, elk,
I
elk.
do see that.
What are your options just for the?
Let's see. I clicked it. Let's see. Now, okay, it's up now. Warhorse, pony, camel, elk, or mastiff.
Now, a camel though.
Yeah, there's something like both like imposing and like both like disturbing about bringing a camel into battle.
Just a camel.
Watch out, they spit.
I don't know. Which one of those is the meanest?
I don't know.
The pony, definitely.
The angry little pony.
What if the pony had like the highest attack out of all of them?
Oh man, I don't know. An elk might be pretty aggressive.
I think the giant elk just killed in our last game.
Oh boy, trying to search anything on Roll20 right now is like.
Yeah.
I can pull it up on my end. That might just be easier for me because.
Okay.
Mine.
Also, what creature would Ace be most angry that we replaced him with? Another question.
I will say
probably the camel.
Or the pony. Oh boy.
An elk has an armor class of 10, 13 hit points, and a speed of 50 feet.
Ooh, kind of fast.
As fast as me.
Camel has armor class of 9, 15 hit points, speed of 50 feet.
You could have a camel, but it could be a fiend. It says it has the statistics of your form, though it is a celestial, fae, or fiend. Your choice.
Yeah.
Just like a devil camel.
Just a mystical sport camel.
This is a great spell.
And then pony was the other one?
Yeah, it says pony or a mastiff. We want a big puppo. What if an Ono dog?
Or a warhorse. Did you do a warhorse?
Pony doesn't want to come up.
Okay. Oh yes, and also warhorse.
Not a warehouse, a warhorse.
Just a warehouse.
Welcome. We brought our 16th member, a warehouse.
It's the house from Monster House.
It's just a big mimic.
It's just it just drops on top of the battlefield.
We're talking about two different kinds of warehouses here.
The only ones that want to come up are elk or camel.
Okay.
I'm looking if I can get the other ones to come in. But for those that are watching at home, Roll20 is having some issues today. We were able to get it working, so we get our sheets and stuff up, but it doesn't
Only
really
works
want it.
Well,
Doesn't want to do all the stuff.
y'all, should we go with camel? Just a random camel friend?
Salavar's got like deserts and stuff, right? Is that
I don't think
camels?
there are any deserts in Valavar.
Yeah, it's more like Goldak here.
Oh yeah, that's. What
I guess the question would be: is what terrain were you going to be playing on?
Ooh, yeah. Can we see the field?
Would we know that already? I guess.
Oh yeah, well.
Try to think. It really doesn't make sense they would surprise you with the field. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the field. I think you would be able to see it to plan your attack. Hold on.
Okay. Another slightly different question. So this steed potentially that we would.
Oh.
This steed wouldn't count as like another player, would it? Or how does this work?
It would. Yeah.
It would?
And these summons count as an additional member on your roster.
So it could be like a striker or a defender or something. Okay.
Yeah. But you can use it as a mount. You just have to declare it as a position on your team.
Okay.
But yeah, the field right now, it is still a grass field. It's raining right now, so the field's a little soggy. But they have added some for an official Call Rock Reef Hunter match.
I like it.
They have some big. Probably not props. These are probably actual ships that they have dug up from the bay long time ago and have used them since. But they've got two wrecked ships sitting on either end of the field, and then some other like wreckage and debris kind of artfully strewn across it to provide some extra sort of like impediments and to your play.
Okay, now I want an elk and have like seaweed like hanging off its antlers and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like an elk is going to be most beneficial
Okay.
and also be the most majestic looking in this setting.
Yes. Okay.
Elk. Okay.
Yeah, let's go with a fey elk. So it's got like
Felk.
That's its name.
Felk the elk.
This is the best. Okay.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
glad
very
I'm
big
gonna be
elk.
able to
It's
use this spell at least once. I saw it on the list. I was like, "There's no way we're ever gonna use this."
Okay, so I'm just gonna like.
How big is elk?
that? It's large.
It's large.
Yes.
Just
large
put it in front of
beast.
the podium. Just
Just
stay
let it
there.
stand
Yeah.
there.
You could.
I mean,
Coach Yuri also says, as you're adding this, he says, all right, and I'll add 1 summon to our roster, which will bring us up to 6, which will be good because I have a copy of the roster for the Reef Hunters, and they've also declared 6 with 2 summons. So I don't know what they're going to have in store for us, but
I
gonna
bet
be
it's one of
a
those flying
even,
sharks.
even matchup.
All right. Well, we just have to tell Ace we replaced him temporarily with an elk. Then
He'll
he will
love
not
this.
feel-
I'm going to add the make the sheet visible for you so you can
Oh, thank you.
use it. All right.
Okay, so this is. Okay, how long does this spell? Go back to the spell.
It takes 10 minutes to cast, but then it just exists until
It just
you do
exists.
something
Okay,
to
so I
make
could do
go
it before
away.
the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm going to do that. I will mark
You-
off that spell.
Does it last until? Does it give a limit to when it goes away, or is it just until it?
Probably until
dies.
it hits 0 hit points. Yeah. Steed drops to 0 hit points. It disappears, leaves behind no physical form. You can also dismiss your steed as an action.
Okay. I was debating whether you could have done this before, like the day before, to so you could have that spell slot back.
Oh, to save. Yeah, I guess I could have secretly been like, well, if Ace doesn't show up. What
Yeah.
if?
If you wanted to, I would say you could. I don't see anything that says that it goes away. So you
Okay.
just have an army of. You just create horse. This would so unbalance the economy of most towns. You just infinitely horse production.
Casting it again summons the same.
Okay,
steed.
that
Yeah,
makes
you can only
sense.
have
Yeah,
one.
you
That's
can't
what
make
You only have
separate
one.
ones.
So, but an army of an evil paladin who creates horses for people and then sells it to them, and then okay, that's fine. That's a
I like
that's
how
a
you
different
just freely
campaign.
give away your campaign ideas to the internet.
so good.
TM.
Oh boy.
TM. Okay, so Yuri begins to go over the game plan. He says, "All right, I know we had Alessa as our elected captain for the last match. Do we want to everyone here in agreement with that, or do we want to mix things up?"
Make the elk the captain, but that might not be very helpful.
That's gonna be a little hard. If
Is that the horse
timeouts
joke?
would be called, or
Perhaps. No, not just you.
Heck it.
I think you did great as captain last time.
I'll do this.
okay. All right. So captain members. Okay. So starting positions.
Well, I heard you guys practice a little bit of defense
hmm
while I was
Yeah.
sick. You guys want to stay on defense? I could try some striking for a bit.
I would be interested in striking. I think I would like to try striking this time.
Yeah, I can be on defense. Stranger and I figured out a nasty combo in our practice match.
Ah, yes. I'm excited to see it.
So Trefi on defense, Toggle striker, Stranger.
I'll start as infiltrator, and then I might end up like changing to defense like later on though.
Okay.
Oh, there.
Unless anyone else wants to like be infiltrator.
The elk infiltrate.
You could just go elk. Okay. Stranger infiltrator.
Okay.
So we have Alessa.
Wait, so Tugless and Ursa on a strike? Is that what I'm getting?
I just adjusted, but I could stay on defense.
I
with
can
the
defend.
elk.
I just wanted to make sure I knew what everyone else was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, pick strike.
All right, let's try striking. Click. Okay. And I
I'll
guess the elk is a striker too.
I'm very big and there's not much space around the pedestal.
I
so.
will point out you can't have two infiltrators based on our rules changes. And if the elk is infiltrator, then the elk can just take anyone across at any time. It doesn't have to be.
Heck yeah.
So that is true. If you're not planning on using the elk to like attack people and stuff, it just like a means of transportation.
I mean, for now, probably at some point it might start trying to get somebody, but it only has 13 hips, so
yeah. So there's that.
okay. Yeah, let's go with 2 infiltrators. Why not? This will be fun.
Okay. All right. 2 infiltrators. Cool. All right. So you go over some of the stuff. Is there anything you guys want to talk about as far as like, because you guys did have the practice match last time, any strategizing you guys want to do or things you want to talk about beforehand, or just we can just say that all happened? This is your kind of team strategy conference to get your plays in order.
I think what I'll do as Tugless, I'm going to, when I become the striker, I'm going to summon Spirit Guardians, because that ends up being, I found it being much more effective as an offensive spell than a defensive spell, because it can really just kind of disrupt people, you know, try to get around you so that they don't get attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing that we can do for you, Jake, for when you do cast it, because I did change things so you can use your aura, so you can adjust that so you can see the aura that your Spirit Guardians does when it comes up. You just have to double click on your token and then fill in the aura part.
Okay, I see it.
With how many feet, with whatever the radius is.
Yeah, and I've got my
Cool,
10-foot
cool.
radius of.
Yeah, which is just permanent, so we just leave that up forever. Okay, cool.
Wait, I have a
Anything else?
question.
Yes.
About all of the rules of this game. You can, as a striker, attack while you're on the other side of the field, but not your own.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Anyone? I'll say.
I keep messing that rule up
anyone
in my
can
head.
attack. Anyone who is on the other side of the field, the opponent's side of the field, can attack anyone on that side of the field.
Okay.
So, strikers, infiltrators.
Great.
If a defender makes it over to the other side, they can attack on the opponent's side of the field.
It's just on your side of the field.
Only defense.
That only
Only
defenders.
defense can attack. Got it.
Yeah. And then strikers are the only ones that can score.
The attacking rule keeps getting backwards in my head.
Yeah.
Got
It's a
it.
little counterintuitive. And we changed the rule too with crossing over, that on the round until the start of the player's next turn, anyone on that person's team who's crossed over with the ball can cross over with them. And there's no longer I think I changed it. There's no longer a penalty or a limit to the amount of time you can stay on that side of the field.
Yeah.
So let me double check that I did actually change that. Yeah, I did. Okay. Any other questions? Good to go. All right. So with that, you all, with your final kind of powwow and getting things ready, Yuri, kind of there's a moment of awkward pause where everybody's sort of looking at your coach, and he says, "All right. Well, this is the biggest game this team has ever had. And it could very well shape the future of your careers. So don't fuck it up.
Cool, coach. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
He reluctantly puts in a hand and says, "Do we do this?"
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Did it last time.
All right, Griffin's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Griffins!
Let's go. And with your lovable and reluctant coach, who I'm sure will get more invested in everything as the season progresses, you begin to jog down the concourse and out onto the stadium grounds. And as you emerge into the Call Rock Arena, the crowd roars to life. A much bigger crowd than when you were at your in your match against the Nevertide Nightmares. And you are immediately sort of pelted by the small droplets of rain that are currently cascading down from the gloomy sky. You see the two broken halves of ships that are perched on either end of the field, and you begin to jog over to your stand. So you're, I guess, sort of dug out on your side of the field. As you're strapping on your gear and beginning to get ready, you hear an adjacent roar from the other side that begins to sort of echo around the stadium as everyone notices from the tunnel opposite of yours. There's some small little sparks and explosions of some prestidigitations done by a small group of performance wizards over on the other side as they're setting off some sparks and fanfare. And the announcer over the intercom says, "Ladies and gentlemen of Call Rock, put your hands together for your team, the Call Rock Reef Hunters!" And the stadium sort of erupts into applause, and the Reef Hunters come charging out onto the field. You see the 4 players who you had seen previously as they are announced to the stadium. I'm trying to get everyone onto the field here. Boom. You have the human archer Tust Irvunk, the halfling gnomish monk Bruka Koa, the tiefling spellcaster Li Jiao, and then the captain of the Call Rock team, the dwarven druid Fisky Work, who is charging out onto the field on the back of a giant boar. And as they kind of erupt onto the field and come jogging out, the fanfare and the applause, eventually it dies down as the refs begin to inspect the boundary and the pedestals, the arcane constructs that spawn the barrier that surrounds the field. And one of the refs jogs over to your team and says, "All right, everybody ready for the match? Captain?"
We're ready.
Good. And he motions for you to enter, for your starting lineup to enter the field of play, which is everyone for you guys.
Hey, Sean.
Everybody. Yeah.
Can you make the names of the opposing team visible if you have it set up? Cool.
Me forgot to do that again. I will do that real quick. While you guys can go in and position yourselves or talk about something. So.
All right. So.
Treffy's basically just gonna stay planted right in front of the pedestal. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, with most of my spells, I can get anything on our side of the field.
Okay.
Hey, can you see your health bar? You see Lee's health bar?
Yes.
Yeah, no numbers, but the bar.
That's fine. I'm gonna take out their full name so we just see the abbreviated name so we don't have to deal with all that. Okay.
Doesn't the elk have a thing if they like move in a certain direction? Yeah, 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah, at least the giant elk had the
Charge.
Yeah.
charge.
I have this.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Okay. Just want to refresh myself on that.
All right, are we good? Can we see all the names and the health bars?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
I didn't know if you needed the name for the boar, but I gave it a name.
Ah, well, in that case, can we see the elk's name too, please?
Oh, fine. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty boring name.
Oh, yeah. Terrible. You
Came
realize
up
that
with
the hit dice of the damage dice of the monsters go up. Okay. Anything else before we get going?
My recommendation is that at least one of the strikers stay at least kind of close to the pedestal, so if we get our arc first, that we can just like grab the ball and run away very quickly.
Scoop it up. Okay, what if I go back like here, like kind of by Treffy?
Yeah, and I'll
like, run and scoop it.
I'll kind of move off to the side and kind of split the difference between Ursa and Alyssa.
I'm gonna try to stay up
Also,
closer to the line to try to like intercept people before they get to Treffy.
Yeah. Just don't forget that the arcs are spawning in first that you'll have to defeat. So, yeah. Okay. Any other preemptive spells that you want to?
I'll go ahead and
I can speak with the elk.
Have a nice chat with Felk.
Well, Ursa can communicate telepathically with it.
Yeah.
I know, I just have speak with animals, which is so funny.
It's the only spell you can cast.
That's not true, I have another one.
Oh, that's right.
That's
I
have
have
my
Beast
one,
says too.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what I saw.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians now,
Okay.
preemptively.
All right.
I'm just debating if I want to do Silent Image now. How long does that last? 10 minutes. Yeah, so I think Silent Image to do the thing of making the pedestal appear elsewhere.
Okay.
They're like just off.
So do that. So last time I think we ruled that would be like disadvantage. Essentially, it's kind of creating like a blur effect on the pedestal. Oh, why is it a square? Ah,
What a square.
yeah. The aura for the second for Tug
I
was
was-
like a.
I didn't know if I needed to make it like squared as the measurement, or if it was
okay.
like I wasn't sure, so I just tried that.
Okay, I never even knew that was an option to do the square auras. Okay, cool.
I'm not seeing it, but maybe it's just roll 20 being weird.
Yeah, it was only for a second they changed it back. Can everybody see the aura though for Douglas?
Click. I changed mine to a square if you want to see.
Nope, not seeing
I
any
can't
Can't
auras,
see my
but
aura? Oh.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
just roll
Aw.
20 being weird.
Oh, you know what? It might be that aura's. Yeah, hold on. I gotta turn it on so you guys can see it.
Ah.
Can
Okay.
you see it now?
Yes.
That's why.
Okay, I can
Vaguely.
see Ursa's.
Yeah.
You guys
Cool.
and your
Yeah.
green auras on the green field.
I made mine white.
I'll change mine.
I
then.
can see the shape, so.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so the minute counts down. There's like a large sort of arcane timer that is projected illusory in the air that is steadily counting down the seconds. You see the other team have arranged themselves on the other side of the field as they are currently arranged. And as the whole stadium begins to count down in unison, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I rage.
And yeah, Alyssa, you go into a rage.
Like the 2-second mark.
And then there is a loud buzzer. The projection of this field around or this dome around the field, forming the boundary as the arcs begin to radiate into life and then spark this electricity up to the top, forming this sort of network or this lattice work of sparks and lightning bolts across the top of the arena, and then shooting down onto both sides in unison. 2 arcs form. But first, I'm going to have you all, or well, one of you, roll initiative.
Well, let's give that to Stranger again, because
yeah, girl, get it.
15.
15, and who has the best on theirs? Okay, I'm gonna do Bruca. Rolls an 18.
Yes.
So they're gonna go first.
I got a natural 1 with my advantage.
Oh no!
Okay, and turn on some battle music. Then I'll put the arcs down. As spawning onto each side of the field, you see 2 oddly shaped creatures that I don't know if either any of you have experienced before. Why is it doing that? Okay, yeah, 2 large crab-like looking creatures with large pincers for hands and tentacles emerging from their mouths spawn onto each side of the stadium. The other team is going to leap into action first, as I believe, yeah, we'll go with Fisky is going to, the captain for the other team is going to use her action to fling a ball of fire. She casts Produce Flame and throws it at the monster. Which is going to be a 16 to hit, which will hit. And 12 points of fire damage. And then is going to use her bonus action to summon you see appearing on their side of the field. This isn't technically a summon, but you see appearing as a bonus action on her side of the field, this illusory hawk that begins to encircle on her side, just slightly above the creature's head. She casts her spirit totem, which I'm just gonna. I've got a little marker that I'm putting for my purposes there. There. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. I'll put it there in a second, but that is going to be her turn. Back to you guys.
I'm just gonna throw a couple javelins at this angry crab.
Oh, can I also ask what type of creature the crab thing is?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. What are your creature proficient or your expertise?
The favorite enemy.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Elementals and monstrosities.
Okay. So what I will say for future games and stuff is that if it's one of those things, I'll tell you just off the bat because they're your favorite enemy. If it's not, then I'm just gonna tell you this one is not one of those things.
Yeah, I didn't think it was, but okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you'd like to roll a, it's either like a nature or arcana check, you could try to identify it.
Nah, we're good.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I will tell you it's not one of those.
Cool.
Okay. I'm just gonna chuck a couple javelins at it.
Okay, do it.
Okay, first one. Oh gosh, what is my plus for this? I don't remember. Is probably a miss with a 12.
12 is a miss, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. One javelin goes flying through the air. The other one does a lot better. That is 20. Dirty 20.
Yep, that does hit.
Okay. Okay, and click the damage. Does 7 piercing.
Nice. 7 points of piercing damage to creature. All right. Yeah, so you huck 2 javelins. One just kind of deflects off of the carapace. The other one, you're able to aim well enough that it jabs in between some of the plates on its back, causing the tentacles that are on the front of it to sort of writhe in pain. It kind of turns back around on you, kind of snapping its claws in your direction. You have its attention.
All right. And then, hang on, I have a list. Let's see. Oh, that'll be it for now.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, I might sort of like maneuver the elk slightly this way. Because I guess saying like, is this like rough terrain? This.
Yes, that will be
on the
difficult.
field? Okay.
Terrain to move through. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of get a little bit in between
Okay.
us and the thing. That's it. Let's see. Gotta make X.
Okay, so for the other side, I think I called him a human before. Tuss is not a human. Tuss is a furbolg.
Oh.
So that's my fault. This furbolg archer, not too different from your furbolg archer on your side of the field, is up on the bow of the ship, kind of steps out, draws a bow, and is going to fire an arrow at the creature, which Fisky is going to use her reaction to give him advantage on this shot. Well, I'm glad she gave him advantage. So it would have been a natural 1. Instead, it's a 24 for 10 points of piercing damage. And he is going to also, because it hits, he is going to make that a shadow arrow. And the creature has to make a wisdom saving throw. It fails. This takes an extra 2d6 damage. All right, and that's 6 points of psychic damage, and it is blinded until the start of his next turn. And he's going to take another shot. Which will also be advantage because it's blinded. These are taking really long to roll. 23 to hit, 7 damage. Okay. All right, 2 arrows expertly sink through the defenses of this creature that is now blinded with this hawk that is encircling it, sort of distracting it for a moment. You now see it like lashing out wildly around it at anything and everything. That will be the end of his turn. Back to you guys.
Can I hit the monster very hard?
You may.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking everyone else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great.
I heard. Okay.
I would like to go up to the arc with my maul and swing it Some might say recklessly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna do reckless attack. I have this.
Okay.
That's a 24 for the first one.
Hits.
And that's a 23 for the second one.
Hits again.
Alright, so that. Oh no, what's our damage? That's 30 damage total for both.
Ooh, Jesus, 30 points of damage.
Big numbers.
Ow, big numbers. Okay. Yeah, you just smash this crab monster twice.
Let's get cracking.
Gross. Okay, cool. So you're right up on it. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. I
Okay.
do like 2 things. Nope, that's it.
Yeah. Cool. That'll be back to their turn, which Lee is going to step in here, and she is going to make her attack. She pulls out a... What has she got? Man, playing 4 characters at once is a lot of work. Yeah, she pulls out a crystal from her a pouch at her side, and as she holds it up, you see her eyes sort of glaze over white, and she is going to fire Eldritch Blast at the crab thing. The chul, I'll just say. It's way past needing to identify it. Badoom. I'm about to bust out my dice if this doesn't. Okay. It's a 26 and a 23. So both hit. And she does 19 points of force damage. And then she steps back away from it, as they are just bludgeoning the creature on their side of the field. That ends their turn. Back to you guys.
Can I hit it really hard now?
Yes, you may all hit it very
Yay!
hard whenever you would like.
Okay. I'll fire 2 arrows at it. Wait, actually, I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it first.
Okay.
And then I'll fire arrows on it. And because it hasn't acted yet, I have advantage on these.
Yes.
Okay, 25 and 19. Oh, wait. I didn't do advantage, but it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you've got advantage, go ahead and roll just in case you get the natural 20. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Roll 2 more. Nope.
Okay. Either way, it hits.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
Okay. Okay. That's gonna be.
Jesus, that's a
18,
lot.
19, 20, 35? Question mark.
Ooh. I believe you. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, you come. You also wheel around on it and fire 2 arrows, not to be outdone by your furbolg brethren. And the 2 arrows sink into the soft underbelly of this chul, and you see as one of them hits, it sort of explodes into these thorns that impale it, like the underside up to its claws, and again it lets out, it doesn't really like make any noise or anything as far as you can tell, but you just see these tentacles just whipping around wildly as this wild arcane creature is trying to get its bearings. Okay, that is, anything else for your turn? Is that it?
Nah, that's all.
Okay, and then last up on the Reef Hunter side, Bruka comes rushing up and goes in for a series of quick strikes against the chul. She is going to make her first 2 attacks. unarmed strikes. It's a 24 to hit. Natural 20 to hit. And then she is going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows to do 2 more unarmed strikes. That's a 16, which will hit, and a 23 to hit. So all 4 hit. One being a natural 20, so that's 10, 19, 24. Can't do math. 33. Okay. 33 points of damage. And the creature is still up, just barely on their side of the field. You see the kind of arcane construct losing its focus and kind of the electrical energy kind of sparking off of it. It's just barely holding on. But giving you, that ends her turn, giving you guys a chance to clench this.
I'm torn between, I think Tugless would have more damage because Spirit Guardians and then whatever you actually do to attack, but I also kind of want our strikers to be available for when we down it. So I'm leaning towards having Truffy try and take this thing down.
I would be okay with that because all I was going to do was kind of move into range and then cast Sacred Flame. And so if you have something else that you want to do, by all means, you can go.
Yeah, I mean, probably also just gonna Eldritch Blast it a couple times, but...
Old reliables.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot.
Okay.
So, pew pew. Oh, gosh. Why did I just close my sheet? I need to know what my plus is. That's only a 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
So the first beam goes wide. That is also a 12.
Also misses.
Well, heck.
I don't think any dice like you, virtual or otherwise.
Nope.
You fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts from your distance at the pedestal, and I think as it turns around towards Stranger, who's just fired these arrows into it, you are just barely misjudge it, and the 2 Eldritch Blasts just ricochet off of the back of this arcane creature and scatter against the barrier of the field. So that is that it for your turn? That's your action.
Yeah. Oops, my bad, guys.
Which the only person who hasn't gone on their side of the field is the boar. So it's gonna make its attempt to try to finish this up. So with Fisky on the creature's back, it goes charging up, and then rams into the creature, which is a 14, which misses. So even with advantage, it goes charging up and just slams into the side of the creature, but as it's flailing around, the Chol manages to get one of its claws down and absorbs most of the impact, and the boar is now kind of locked into place, just trying to push it back, grunting as it does and kicking up some of the muddy earth, but is not enough to actually deal any damage. So that is that's all that it can do on its turn. I think it only gets 1 attack. Yeah. That's it. So Tugless, you're the last one up for your side.
Okay. I'm going to get within range for my Spirit Guardians to attack.
Okay.
And I'm also going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, so it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw for your Spirit Guardians first.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put that back up.
Yeah, go to roll damage. Yeah, roll damage on that.
Okay.
That's a 5, so it fails, so it takes 10 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still up. And then Sacred Flame.
All right. And it needs to make a... Oh, whoa. Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, let's just go with that first one.
Okay, that's fine. That's 6, so it fails. So it takes 8 points of damage. Oof. It is just barely holding on. It is just barely a little bit worse than the other one, but both are still up, and everyone has gone. So now it is going to be the Joel's turns, as both of them, bloodied and broken, go to attack. Now, when it starts its turn,
Our elk hasn't gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot elk hasn't gone.
You're right. I forgot. Well then.
All right, guys, it's 6 on your team. Yeah,
Let's
elk wanna try
go. Let's finish it off. Okay, let me pull up the thing for elk. Well, all right. We're gonna do a charge.
Okay, and you're riding on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Where's the dice? What's this +5? That's a 19.
That hits.
That hits. All right. So we're gonna ram it, which means it takes an extra. Okay, so let's see, 2d6 plus another one. Okay. Stay in the box, dice. That is 13 points of
13 damage.
bludgeoning damage.
That's way
And it
more
has
than
to make
enough.
a strength save.
It doesn't need
Or
to.
die.
It's dead. The elk
Strength save or die.
It just its antlers just stab through the carrier,
Yeah.
setting this this fake
Yes.
ichor scattering out behind it, looking like it's gonna cover Alessa and Tuglas, and then it all just sort of dissolves away, and the electricity goes shooting up into the dome of the arc barrier, and then crashing back down onto your pedestal, generating the arc sphere, and the crowd erupts into applause as the announcers declares at the top, and it looks like the Grey Coast Griffins have taken the first blood in this match, and they will start with possession of the Thunderball. And because that is a perfect moment to do this, we are going to take our break and come back to see how this possession goes for our plucky young team. We will be right back, everyone. Stay tuned for more Thunderball. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us on our break. And without any further stalling, let's jump back into the action. So, at near the end of this first round, the Gray Coast Griffins have defeated the Arcs that spawned on their side of the field and have claimed the Thunderball. Before we move on to the top of the next round, though, the last remaining Chol on the the Colrock Reef Hunter side of the field is going to take its turn by swinging out blindly with its pincers against the, I'm going to say the Boar and against Bruka, since they're the ones that attacked it. Against the Boar with disadvantage, that's a 21. And against the against Bruka with disadvantage, it rolled really well in that first one. That was a 21, 24, 13. So I think that misses her. So it does. So it does grab onto the Boar with one of these mighty pincers, dealing 10 bludgeoning damage. And then double checking one thing. It locks onto it, actually grappling the Boar in place, and then it strikes out with one of its tentacles that sort of lashes out this cluster of tentacles against the Boar, which has to make a Constitution saving throw. Con save. It's an 18 for the Boar. It's actually very good at that. So it succeeds. No additional effect, but is held in place by the Chol currently. All right, and thus begins the start of the second round, which it is the Reef Hunters who get to go first. And very quickly, I think... Fisky is going to use her action to cast another Produce Flame and hurl it at the Shoal in front of her. Still blinded. Any day now, roll 20. It's a 22 to hit. Or 4 points of fire damage, so it's still up. Just barely. All right. And with her bonus action, she is going to double checking one thing. With her bonus action, she is going to move her spirit totem. Need to move the Chol because I can't select it. And she's actually just going to move it back this way just a bit. Okay. That will end her turn. Back to you guys.
So would it use my action to take the Thunderball, and because I have the Stick of Throwing, to yeet it to one of our strikers?
To throw it to one of the strikers, that would be an action,
okay.
Yeah.
So then probably better for Ursa to just swoop on by on Felk and pick it up.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that. Rain the elk back over towards the ball and scoop it up. And I could probably... Okay, it's got like 50 feet of movement, so I could probably grab it and then make it back to the same spot about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but I'm gonna move. Okay, so I'm gonna start heading up the center of the field and.
Can you select the ball? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I hadn't changed that. Awesome. So Ursula comes charging back on the elk and snags the arc sphere and begins to charge towards the barrier. So that is the only thing I'm thinking of. So we're gonna say that was your and the elk's turn in unison.
Yeah, I'm just
for the purposes of that. Because it's the elk's movement and it's your and then you grab the ball. You
As
technically
action,
still
yeah.
have an action. If you
okay.
want to do it, you and the elk do both. Here's what I'll say for this. You can go and do both of your turns in unison, and then 2 of the other team are going to get to go after you as well. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well then, I might.
So you have your action
Where's the
and
distance? Yes. I'm gonna just check in distance on this fail. 60 feet. Okay. Could I Okay, is Tusk like on that ship?
yes, he is. About like 20 feet in the air.
Okay. That's still, where's the measurement thing? Just a little bit outside my reach. Okay. Then I'm just going to grab it. And I don't know what I should prepare as a spell, if anything.
Yeah, and the elk can dash if you wanted to move further. So you could go another 50 feet if you wanted to go ahead
then I
and move
might
to the other
get
side
closer
of
up to the line then, actually.
the field. Okay.
And then, because yeah, that would put me like there-ish, like just about.
Yeah, I'd say with 50 feet, you could cross over. If you want to wait to cross over, then you can wait.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
I'd have to, if I want to cast a spell on that side, I have to be crossed over though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I'm right up there next to that big boy too. Okay, I will just be right up on the line and wait because Tugless is also striker with me.
Yeah, so you pause to get everything ready before you make the charge to the other side.
See
Cool.
if they could finish taking out this big boy.
I hope so. All right, that will end Ursa and Felk's turn. So on the other side, the boar is going to take its turn and going to try to bash the shoal. It also misses, even with advantage. None of these people can do anything. They are going to pivot back. Fisky has the boar run her and it back to the pedestal.
I thought the boar was grappled.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is grappled. Thank you. So the boar is still held. So he'll stay there then. And for the second turn, I'm going to have... Yeah, Lee is going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts. That's the shoal. Come on. That's a 26 to hit with the first one, so that'll hit. For 1 point of force damage. God damn it. It's still up. It has 1 hit point left. So she'll waste her second one too, trying to bring it down. That's a 19. So unless she rolls negative damage, yeah, it's 8 points. So she does destroy the troll on her side. And she is going to... she's going to move a little bit this way. Okay. That will end... That's 2 turns on their side, so back to you guys.
Okay. I know you kind of mentioned in Roll 20. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking in Roll 20, like going over there and casting Shatter is a way to kind of break them up, but I think in a stranger, you just said something about going over and kind of.
Oh, I can do it whenever. Like you can go over and like break them up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, which you can't cross over yet because.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, only a stranger can cross over, but no one else can cross over until Ursa does.
Yeah.
Douglas runs by and grabs the ball, maybe.
Yeah, he could do that if you wanted to pass the ball off.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to have the ball because I think having it with Ursa and Felk is going to have the most amount of movement range, and I don't want to put us at that disadvantage.
Okay.
So, so Stranger, if you want to go, and if there's something you want to do to be kind of disruptive, I'm all for it too.
Does anyone else want to like do anything this turn, or are we just waiting right now?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna cross over. I'm just going to like attack their boar, like change Hunter's Mark since I have that up currently.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that.
Okay. Oh, Hunter's Mark it. Let's do that. All right. Go to make your attacks.
Okay. They're coming. One is a 26.
That hits.
What is the other one?
So much
Wait.
anticipation with these rolls. And rolls on right
13.
now. Also hits.
Okay. Okay. 18 plus 11. 30 points of piercing.
Oof. All right. Get some real quick math here. Minus 30. Okay. I had to give it some more hit points because I forgot that it had some bonus because of Fisky. So it is still up, but not looking great.
Okay. I'll step back over.
So I'll move it down so you can actually see its current health bar. Okay, so you fire, you step over and fire 2 shots at the boar. Both sink in. It gives a pig screech, which I'm not going to try to do because I don't think I can make that noise because I've never tried before. And the almost bucks Fisky off of its back, but even though it is bleeding profusely, just still up, and you duck back onto your side of the field. Cool. So that will bring it to. Let's see, Fisky, Borley have all gone. Yeah, I think Tust is going to go next. And he is going to... Yeah. He turns invisible. Because he a Furbolg. I can do that. So Tusk disappears from where he is currently standing. And that's all I'll narrate. Ooh, almost moved the ship on their side. And that's all I'll narrate for him this round. Your turn.
I don't know if there's anything the defenders on our side can really do right now.
Yeah, if there's nothing you want to do.
I want to move like out of this clump, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay. Yeah, you can just move and prepare yourself.
I'm gonna move over to like the left side over here.
Okay.
And look meanly at their infiltrator.
Okay. All right. That will. That'll end Alessa's turn. And I think the only person on their side who hasn't gone is Bruka, who is just going to shift over slightly, about right here. And I don't think there's much else that she can do. Yeah, she's just going to prepare her action in case somebody comes close to her. Okay, that's going to end her turn. Okay, so who hasn't gone on your side yet? Because that's everyone for them.
I haven't gone.
And I haven't really done anything, but I guess I'll just prepare an action to Eldritch Blast any of them if they cross over to our side.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go ahead for this round or for this turn. I'm gonna cast Armor of Athagris on myself.
Okay. I am going to mention one thing. Is Silent Image concentration, or is it?
It's concentration. Or so readying the action
Would be concentrating on a spell.
So then, yeah, I guess. Well, I'm fairly confident we're not going to turn over the ball, so I think I will drop Silent Image.
That's fair. Okay. So Silent Image is dropped. Armor of Athagris on, or Agathis on Tugless. Everybody on your side is good to go.
So how are we doing? I guess how are we doing like holding actions since we're all taking turns? Just like regular?
Yeah, just like regular.
Okay.
So if you hold an action, then whenever you want to trigger it, you can trigger it if it meets the criteria.
So I can also have done this then.
Yeah. Is there something you want to hold?
To hit.
Okay. You want to hit somebody if they cross onto your side?
Yeah, particularly Lee, because infiltrators made me nervous after that last game. But yeah, anybody who comes within range. Sorry, I meant to ask that earlier and I forgot.
No, that's a good point. All right. Then that will be their turn now. It carries over to the round 3. And the Call Rock Reef Hunters will go first. And they are just going to start by Boar is going to move this, is going to take his turn and move Hisky with him over to the pedestal. But she's not going to take her turn yet. So Boar's turn complete. It's going to use his action to dodge because it can. Don't got anything else it can do. So it takes on a very kung fu stance and prepares to dodge out of the way of any more arrows that might come its direction. That will end its turn. Back to you guys.
Okay, so Tugla steps up and then we all cross over. Then you can do that shatter thing?
Yeah, I'm into that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Reaches the ball down to you and let's do this thing.
All right, so Tugless is taking the ball and crossing over to the other side.
We're both gonna hold it and cross over.
Oh, and move together. Okay,
yes.
So, all right, so you guys are gonna take your turns simultaneously. What I'm gonna do then, yeah, you guys take your turns, and then I will have 2 of them will go after you guys.
Okay.
So we'll do it that way.
All right, so we, I'm just gonna move here.
All right.
Then I, as an action, am going to cast Spiritual Weapon at right near Brooka, I think. And dang it, I just realized I never sent you the thing for my Spiritual Weapon.
Oh no!
I drew it and everything, and I never sent it to you. Take it.
We'll get it for next time.
Next time. Just lightning sword.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack with your spiritual weapon. I'll see if I can actually pull up a sword or something.
Okay. Let me click this spell.
That's a big sword. Smaller sword.
Hey, there you go. I like it. What is my plus? Oh, there it is. 19?
19 will hit, yeah.
Okay. And does 1d8 plus my spellcast. Okay. 8? No, that's the wrong die. How about I use the right one for damage? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. That is like 16. I think it's force damage? Yeah, force damage.
Yeah. 16 points of force damage. Jesus. Okay. You slam into her with this sword. and she dodges out of the way best she can, but is unable to avoid the full brunt of the attack as you get a really good hit off on her.
Okay.
So that's your bonus action. Anything with your action?
Okay, and then I'm gonna start making. Okay. Hang on, I should measure things. Oh boy, because I'm about like 50 from the Okay, I'm not quite ready to like storm it yet. Because does shatter affect anybody in there, or do you get to pick?
It is here. Let me just put it into Roll20 so you can see it.
That would
Yeah,
be
I think
helpful.
it's everyone.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But what it does is 10-foot radius around a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if my memory serves me, it gets everything in the radius. You don't get to select who it's.
Yeah.
Indiscriminate and it's.
Then I'm gonna move this way. It's using the Elk's movement, and then I'm gonna, as an action, get ready to huck a javelin at the what's his name? The one who went invisible. If I see him show back up.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you ready your action to attack Tusk when he appears.
That's his name.
Okay. And then Tugless, you get to do your thing.
Okay, so I'll do Shatter and be about right here, so it gets the Boar, Fisky, and Bruca. Would that be about 10-foot radius? Would it get all three of them?
You want to try to position it between Bruca and... I would say with the size of the boar... Yeah, because Fisky is on its back, so and that's kind of bring a 20-foot range. So yeah, you could get Bruca and Fisky and the boar in one radius, because she's more positioned like here in actuality.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead and roll the spell again, or do we want to use...
I'm okay with using that one. I'll go ahead and roll Constitution saves for Fisky. Constitution is a 14, so she succeeds. The boar is... That's a natural 1, so it fails. And Bruca... Come on. Roll 20, I swan to John. There we go. That's a natural 1, so also fails. So that's 17 points of damage for the boar and for Bruca.
I'm also gonna do Channel Divinity to max hit, so it would be so what would that be?
24.
Yeah, it'd be 24 thunder damage.
Okay. Bruca goes down. The boar would go down, but it's going to choose to stay at 1 hit point using its relentless endurance. Sorry, relentless is just it. It's not the full endurance, but it does stay at 1 hit point.
It's almost like Ace is here. Trying to kill the other team.
I mean, I almost did in the exhibition game last time.
Yeah.
Yep, and Fisky takes 7. Ow.
Rough.
Really rough. Mean cleric,
24?
man. Oh, sorry, 24. I was looking at the other thing. So that's...
Like she's super resistant?
12.
She's
so
made of thunder.
5 points of damage. Where did I get 7 from? I don't know. Just pretend I didn't say that. So she takes a bit of a lick. The boar is still up, just kind of like staggers for a moment, and then just really angrily growling at you, Tugless, and Bruca collapses. Okay, so I think that's everything for Felk. or for Ursa and Tuglas.
Yes, they do.
Yes, he would. No.
She is technically.
She would be. So good call. She'll make doing so much damage. They're about to focus fire the hell out of you, buddy.
This is why I put on that armor.
So she'll make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Which she fails. So go ahead and roll damage for that.
Okay. 11 radiant.
Okay. 11 radiant damage. All right. That will end your turn.
Yeah, it will.
Put it back to their turn. So 2 of them are going to go. Yeah, we'll do this. So Fisky is going to go first. I'm double checking how often she can do this. No, okay. She is going to use her action to cast a healing word at 3rd level.
How dare they heal their downed teammate? So inconsiderate to us.
Right? He did so much work to make them that way. So that's going to be 9 points of healing to Bruka. She is now conscious on the ground. That's her bonus action. So with her action, she is going to... yeah, I think she's just going to do a produce flame again. Well, what's the range on this? 60 feet. No. Fuck you, Tuglas. She's going to fire a frostbite at you. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
All right, Constitution. All right. That's 11.
You fail. So you only take 4 points of cold damage. Double checking if there's an additional effect on frostbite. Yeah, you have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll you make before the end of your next turn, but I don't think that'll really apply to you too much. But you do need to make a Constitution saving throw or a concentration check on your Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so Constitution again?
Yeah, Constitution save.
Okay. That's a 12.
Okay, you succeed, so you're good. The other person who's going to take their turn is going to be Bruka, and she's going to use her action to use Wholeness of Body, and is going to regain 21 hit points. And she's going to use her bonus action, her movement. Yeah. She's going to use her bonus action for patient defense. And she is going to use her movement to get into, get right up into Ursa and Velk's face. Getting up into melee with you. Okay. That is all she's got. So back to your guys' turn. Your team. Griffins, go.
All right.
We've got 2 defenders and an infiltrator. So.
Yeah. So the defenders can cross the other side if they want to attack people during this round.
Strongly considering this.
Treffy's not going to be able to make it over, so he's got little legs.
Yeah, I would say if Alessa wants to do anything, or Stranger.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless Stranger, if there's something you want to do. Otherwise, I'm going to just charge right at their infiltrator.
Charge, do it.
We
Okay.
also have that invisible fear bolt on the other side, so we need to keep that in mind too.
I'll come back. Boy, I just want to harry this fool. Yeah, can I? I'm gonna back up a little bit. And then, where to go? Oh, no, I can't, because I gotta rage again. Never mind. I'm gonna, because I would have lost my rage last turn. So I'm gonna rage, and I'm just gonna run straight across, just right at their infiltrator. Just wail on her.
Okay, go for it.
Do I? No, just regular. The first one is a 24.
That'll hit.
To hit. The second one is a 21 to hit.
Also hits.
Sweet. That's 26 points of damage.
Ouch. I need you to make. Let me double check what the save on this is. Dexterity saving throw.
Zoinks. Uh, 17?
You succeed. So you'll take half damage as a gout of flame wreathing around as flame wreaths Lee's body and then shoots out your direction. She casts
Ow.
Hellish Rebuke.
Ow.
And you take what would have been 15 points of fire damage reduced to 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
All right. And you are there. So that's the end of your turn, Alyssa?
Do I want to move away from her? She might hit me again. I don't care that much. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Back over towards my side of the field.
Okay. She can't use her reaction because she
Oh, that's
already
right,
Hellish
because she
Rebuke.
just did. Bye.
Yeah, so you back up to your side of the field, ending your turn. I think Lee's the only one on their side. Well, Tuss hasn't gone, but I'm waiting for him. Lee's going to take her turn. She's not going to do much this round, but what she is going to do is... Yeah, let's do this. She looks at you, Tust, and begins to incant a spell under her breath. I need you to make a what spell? Charisma saving throw.
Who needs to make the save?
Tugless. Did I say Tust?
Yeah.
Tugless.
Oh, okay.
I meant Tugless. Sorry.
All right. What was it?
Tugless. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
That's a 19.
Nice. Okay, you succeed. No effect.
Yeah.
She's going to. Yeah, she's going to use her movement to back this way.
Spirit Guardians?
Yeah, I guess she started her. Is it or starts her turn or and starts their turn?
Let me double check. It is, let's see. An infected creature. No. Okay, when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. So I'm guessing if it's still in the radius.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with it. So wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
All right. That's an 18.
Yeah, they save.
Okay. Roll damage because she still takes half.
So it's a 10 radiant, so 5 radiant.
5 radiant damage. Okay. Nice. That hurt. Not looking too great. Yeah, she's gonna head right there. That will end her turn, and then back to you guys.
Okay. Guess I will do something.
Okay.
I feel like I'm about to take an arrow from Tusk when I step over, but we'll do it. Okay. I'm crossing. Does anything happen to me?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm double checking one thing. Yeah, he is gonna appear as he takes a shot, which is gonna like daisy chain like 3 held actions. Because as he appears, Ursa is also holding her action. So I just double checking. Yeah, so he can do that. Okay, so Ursa, you see Tusk appear as he goes to fire his shots at Stranger. So he's gonna fire shots. Yeah. So I forgot. I need to put him on the field. He is token there. There we go. Right there.
Oh, okay. All right. Should I roll my attack first, or are you rolling yours first?
We're gonna do these simultaneously.
Okay.
You're both doing this as a reaction.
Yep.
So you roll yours. So it is.
Let's go. Yeah. Well, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Just gonna click this twice. Not very much. He's gonna take 16 piercing.
Ouch. Okay. 16 points of piercing. Was that one attack or two?
That was just one.
Okay, because your modifier's in there twice for the crit.
Oh,
so
it is?
that would be
Oops.
It'd be -4 because
Okay.
it was 6 point. Yeah. So I would give you 4
Right.
points back. It's all good. Do you still have another javelin to make an attack with, or are you just making the one?
I thought I could only make one attack as a holding.
No, because you're taking the attack action, so you get to make both.
Oh, well then I'll roll again. I do have, let's see, how many javelins? That was one less. I've got like 2 more.
Nice. So yeah, make another attack.
This one's gonna miss, I think. 12.
Yeah, that misses.
All right, I got
okay.
one more.
Second one he ducks out of the way of, and he fires 2 arrows at Stranger. First one's a 10, which misses. Second one's an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay, it will hit. So he will deal. Come on, roll 20. You can do it. Ooh. So it's 7 points of piercing damage, and it's also gonna make that a grasping arrow. So as you are hit, you're going to take an extra 2d6 poison damage. 10 points of poison damage. And these poisonous brambles begin to wrap around your body. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet, and you're going to take additional damage each time you move.
I see. Well, this puts a pickle in things.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
You can use an action on your turn to try to remove them if you would like. But since you've already used your action this turn, you'll have to wait till next one. But are you going to stay there or are you going to move?
I'm going to stay there.
Okay. All right. That ends strangers and
Wait,
Tuss
I
and...
just moved over. Wait, can I not attack?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Okay.
You haven't even made your attack yet. So many attacks just happened as part of your turn. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll against whoever you would like.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I'll continue doing my shots against the boar.
Okay.
And these are with disadvantage, right?
Because of the grasping, or was there something else?
Didn't
dodge.
he take a bonus action to like dodge?
The boar did, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's against the boar.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I've already lost track.
I've got you. Okay. This is so unfortunate. A natural 1 and an 11.
Both somehow miss. This boar is very low AC, but not that low. And it just matrixes out of the way of one arrow and then the second arrow. He's still living. He living. So those are your 2 shots. Anything else?
Okay, so I have a bonus action still.
Okay.
If I were to turn large, do you think these like vine things would somehow shrivel up? Could I break them if I turned into a tree?
Okay.
Vines can't hurt tree.
Vines could hurt tree.
Vine's just small tree.
Here's what I will say. You can make a strength. I will give you this. I will let you make it's your action to cast this, or is your bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
I will give you advantage on breaking out of it. Hold on, let me double check. Was there a size thing on this? Okay, there isn't technically a size thing. I will give you an advantage if on this turn you want to also turn that. No, because you already used your action to attack. Hell, this is what I'm gonna do. You just get to I'll let you make a roll as part of your transformation. We'll just see if it goes. Regular athletics check.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, but I also have the capability to communicate with beasts and plants, so I'm going to shout at them as I transform.
So you're gonna yell the plants to get off you.
Yes, correct.
Oh god.
Let go!
Okay, athletics.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna. Hold on. I will deviate just one more time. You can either make the athletics check or you can make an intimidation check.
To intimidate the plants.
Yes.
I'll do an athletics.
Okay.
I'm still shouting, but
Okay, that's fine.
8.
all you get back from the plants, you're transforming and stuff, and trying to rip these plants off, these vines off of you, and you're you just, oh man, I do too many plant voices. I don't want to do more plant voices. But yeah, just as you finish, you're trying to pull them away, and you're yelling at them to get off you, and you just hear this. No.
It's okay. I can't understand the plants back. They can just understand me. So it's fine.
Okay. For some reason, you can understand them in this one brief moment as you turn into a tree. Perhaps your tree form helps you.
Okay, that's all. I'm large now.
Okay. Oh my god, this has gone so buck wild. Okay. Lee's gone. Boar is gone. Burke is gone. Fisk is gone. So I think it's just Tusk.
But did
So
he do his thing when he turned it?
That was his readied action from the last turn.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he still has action this turn. and a lot of soft targets. But Tugless is I think the most concerning right now with this Spirit Guardians. Actually, yeah, he's going to do 2 attacks. But the first one is instead going to be, instead of Tugless, it's going to be at the Elk. It's going to try to take Felk out.
No. All right, let me pull up his stats. What you got, buddy? Oh no. It's going to be bad.
So it's going to be first longbow attack against Felk. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. For 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
He is going to wheel around and do another attack against Tugless.
Okay.
Oh, wait, okay.
That's a 9.
My AC is 18.
Okay, so that misses, but he's going to use his curving arrow to use a bonus action to re-roll the attack roll against a different target within 60 feet.
Okay.
This one's going to go back at the Elk.
Okay.
He's going to ricochet this arrow off of Tugless's beefy boy armor.
Oh no. All right.
16 to hit the Elk.
It hits. I'm going to be walking, guys. Well, let's see what damage.
11 piercing damage.
Yup. Felk goes poof.
And Felk just poofs out from underneath you and is gone. He's going to use
dex save to not fall on my butt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay, that was cocked. Do it again. Nope, I'm on my butt. It's a 1.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I just realized
Or my
something.
face.
You should have had +2 on all of these. Whoops. I'll fix that. Okay. What'd you roll?
A 1. A natural
A 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're on your face. He's going to use his action surge. And he is going to make 2 more attacks. One is going to be against Tugless again.
Okay.
That is a 13, so still does not hit you. Can't use his curving arrow again.
Yeah.
And then he is going to use his last attack. Oof. Nope, he's gonna go for Tugless one more time. He wants you to drop this spell. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh, hits.
So that will be 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a concentration check from you.
Let's use the last of my fancy armor. And that, and then Constitution. If it'll roll, I think it's taken a minute. 17.
Yep, you succeed, so you still have concentration on your spell. All right, I think that's everyone on their side of the field.
Yeah. I think the only thing I can do, because Alessa is the only one on our side, I'm just gonna reach out to her, Baby Yoda, trying to heal and give her some healing light.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do the hand thing.
I'm gonna stick with just 1d6 and hope I get not terrible.
It's fine.
Okay.
I got 6, so you get 6 points of healing.
Nice.
Wow, I'm almost at full again. Yay.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, just in case, I will ready an action to Eldritch Blast someone who comes back across.
Sounds good. All right, that ends round 3. On to round 4, with the other team, with the Reef Hunters going first. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're going to go ahead and do. Bruca is going to attempt to strip the ball from you.
Okay.
Ursa.
Gonna get me while I'm down.
Yeah.
Rude. Okay.
Might as well.
It's like athletics.
She can't
right?
attack
Okay.
you, so might as well take the ball.
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah, so she's gonna make an athletics check. You have to make either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okay.
Which
I don't want to roll that one. That one gave me a 1 last time. Let's roll this one.
you're probably still gonna win this, but
We'll see.
she gonna try.
Let's see. That is a 19.
Yeah, it's a 7 on her end.
No.
Now I believe with the extra attack she can do this again. Or am I doing it as one? Yeah, sure. The ball may have this. No, we're just gonna do it once. It's an action. Okay. No,
Okay,
so
so
that's
it's
all.
separate from
she-
an attack.
Yeah, separate from an
Okay,
attack. So
that's
it's
good to
something you do
know.
once per turn. She is. Yeah, that's all she can do for right now. Okay, your guys' turn.
Okay.
There's a lot of people all up on that target.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do something. If there's anything that isn't. I can do Shatter again.
I mean, another shatter, and then if you wade in there with Spirit Guardians, you're gonna do
Yeah.
so much damage.
I can also go after the boar again if we want that.
Oh yeah, because it's at like one heat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't think I have disadvantage this time.
No, because its dodge action is over, I believe.
Stranger, if you want to go.
Yeah, I can attack the boar then.
Okay.
I'm still like yelling at the vines. Okay. So we've got a 28 and then a natural 1.
Well, the 28 hits.
Perfect. Okay.
It's got 1 hit point. It's dead.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
dead.
it's very dead. Yeah, the boar just disappears into a puff of arcane smoke.
Okay. I have a bonus action still. I have nothing. That's all.
Okay. I imagine Stranger actually saying that too. She stands there and takes the shot. Just, I've got nothing. All right. So that's the end of Stranger's turn. Oh man, there's a lot here. But we're gonna do this. Man, Tugless, I just really want to hurt you.
Just a big beefy boy
Yeah,
with my spirit guardians being like, come on.
yeah. I think.
What do the guardians look like again?
I was thinking like fae like creatures, like
Like little pixie kind of things?
yeah, kinda, but like angelic because Tugless is neutral,
Oh yeah.
but
Okay.
not
Cute.
fiendish. Yeah.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah, we're gonna just go for this one more time. Tugless, I need you to make another charisma saving throw.
8.
You, as Lee casts this spell again, mutters this incantation. You all watch as Tugless disappears as she casts banishment on you.
Alright, I guess I'm gone. Bye.
What? Okay.
And then
Okay.
she's gonna move over here and take cover behind the pole.
Where does this go?
Should I just walk away from the stream as well? So
No,
it's just an
you're
empty
good.
chair.
You could end up coming back very quickly, but we'll see.
Okay.
That's the end.
Your character's there, but Jake you're banished.
Yeah. Jake, you're banished. Okay. That's the end of Lee's turn, though. I don't think she's got anything as a bonus action.
30 feet. How far away am I from this thing? Pretty far still.
So yeah, what do you guys got?
Okay. Les, did you say something about like charging, right? You just don't want to do that?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
I wanted to clarify the rule of like all of us being able to cross over. I don't think I understand it.
So you can cross over to the other side of the field on the turn that one person on your team does it. Once someone on your team crosses the barrier, it sort of opens it up for everyone for one round. So now that you're back onto your side, you can't go back over again.
Okay, I guess. Well, then my question is like, once we've crossed over, is there still the time limit for us to come back? No. Okay,
No,
I thought that was still a thing. That's why I came back.
That's fine. Do you want to say that you're still on the other side of the field? Then I'm willing. If you weren't here last game when we implemented those.
Yeah,
rules.
I was still working under the rule of I only had a turn to come back.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It didn't really affect anything that they did on their turns. If anything, Lee just got away without an opportunity attack. But
yeah. Yeah, I would have stayed.
Okay.
Okay.
All good. We'll call it. I think that evens out in the wash.
Okay. I understand. Now, thank you.
So you can, Alessa, you can go, or anyone else.
Yeah, I could try to take her out.
Because if you do, Douglas
yeah, that would get. Yeah, it's gonna get yeah, and that would also get rid of one less person.
Yeah, can I charge at Lee?
You can.
I do. Run.
It's terrifying.
Okay.
Just straight at her. Heck, I gotta pull up my charge thing, but I'm gonna charge straight at her my 50 feet and then attack twice. Yep.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And an 18 to hit.
Also hits.
Okay. Not bad. That's 21 damage for both of those.
She's unconscious.
Great. I don't attack her with my hooves then.
Yeah.
Because that seems like it would be really mean.
No
and
curb
possibly
stopping.
illegal.
That would be illegal. Yeah, you come running up to Lee and just bash her twice with the sword as she drops and slumps against the pedestal. Douglas pops back into existence.
I'm just like very confused. Like, okay. Quick question. Because I was banished, do I have to roll a consequence because of my spirit guardians, or
no? Because you didn't take any damage.
Okay,
you're good. But that will is that it for you, Alessa?
Well, I have a bonus action still. I'm trying to decide if I run away. Can I anti-block?
Block
I think
block
you
to
just
their
did.
pedestal?
I
You
think
mean
that's what
assist?
you did.
Can I just like yeah? No, I mean anti-block. Shake. I just like grab onto Fisky's hands and like no. No, I'm gonna. No, you know what? I'll just stay there. I'll just like move around Fisky a little bit and be like right in their face, but.
Okay.
All
right.
This is what we're doing now.
That is gonna be Alessa's turn. Fisky's turn. Really making me have to think pretty hard here. Yeah, I think what she is going to do. She can't banish you. that would be super useful right now. Yeah, she is going to cast a healing word at 2nd level. Back at Lee. Get her back up. No, that's not the right spell. Don't do this to me, Roll20. All right. Healing word back at Lee for 7 points of healing. And then she is going to use her action. I don't think she's got very many spells that she could do against you. She's going to do a frostbite at you. Constitution save. I'm sure you'll succeed.
Who?
Oh, sorry. I add Alessa.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
23.
Yeah, you succeed. No damage. Shoots the frostbite. It just kind of beep. Just hits your stomach. Hits your tummy, and
Which one though?
it's a little chill. Your human tummy. God, centaurs. Okay, that's all that Fisky's got.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move past Ruka, but shoulder check her as I go. How dare you try to steal this ball from me?
Yeah, she can't really do
Gonna
much.
get closer, and as an action, I'm going to activate. Hang on, my conquering presence. My eyes get all
Okay.
spooky, and everyone has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Each creature within 30 feet of you. Okay. So Fisky, make a wisdom save. That's a 12.
Nope.
Tust. Come on. That's a 21.
Okay, he's fine. Darn it! I really want to get him.
And Bruca. That's a 7. She doesn't have anything for fear.
Nope.
I don't think.
Okay, I need to add. I should add my DC to spell. The DC was 15.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to decide. I don't think you can see Lee from where you're at. So I'll say that she is not in the immediate danger of being afraid. But Bruca and Fisky are definitely a feared.
Get scared. Okay, and then I'm gonna, as a bonus, move my sword. Oh wait, I can't grab it. My spiritual weapon.
Oh, sorry. Where do you want to move it?
I was gonna do a stab on Tust.
Tust. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sword. What you got? What is it? Plus. That is a 21 to hit.
All right. 21 to hit. It hits.
Sweet. Okay. I don't remember what my damage does on this, so I'm gonna click it again. That's a D8. Okay. Not very good this time. That is only an 8.
All right. 8 points.
Lightning sword just lashes at him.
Yeah, comes streaking like over your head and then just like stabs out toward him, just barely dodges out of the way, but it gives him a good cut. All right. So that's it for Ursa's turn. I'm gonna move the ball with you just so I don't think.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Ursa
sorry.
has it. That's okay. All right. I think the only person on their side that hasn't gone is going to be Tust, who is going to fire. Yeah, so he's gonna make some shots. I guess at you, Ursa, because you're coming up on him.
Okay. Bring it.
Yeah, that's all I could do. Okay. First shot is a 26.
That hits.
Second shot is an 18. Or no, 19.
That hit just hits. Okay.
8 plus 9, 17 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Just relentlessly stomping forward, not phased.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to second wind. Get some heaps back. And that's going to end his turn. Anyone else? Who else hasn't gone to your guys' side of the field? Or are we at the top of the round?
I mean, that's
no.
me, but I can't do anything, and it looks like Tugless hasn't gone.
Yeah, I haven't gone.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Douglas hasn't.
I think I will do. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame onto Tusk.
Okay, so you need to make a
Dex 14.
Oh, I need to give him his hit points for that. Okay, Dexterity 14. That's a 20.
Yeah.
So no damage to him as the pillar of sacred fire comes crashing down above him. He just sidesteps it, avoiding it entirely. Anything with your bonus action or movement?
I think I will go ahead and move. Let's see. I'll go ahead and kind of move over to Ursa.
Okay.
So about right there. And then would Bruca be in the range of the Spirit Guardians?
Bruca would, yeah. So
Okay.
I'll make a wisdom save for her. It's a natural 1. She fails.
All right, I'll roll damage. That is 14 radiant.
All right, 14 points of radiant damage as the sacred fairies start blasting her. Awesome. I think the only person is Treffy then.
Yeah, and I mean, still just shouting encouragement at his team, but in terms of actions, just ready. Eldritch Blast.
If somebody comes over.
Don't
Okay.
get blasted.
Okay, start of the 5th round. This will be on their side again. Okay, let's do this. All right. Tust is going to go first. And actually, no. They're gonna hold there so they can have 2 go in a row. So one of you, somebody on your team can go first.
I can go for Lee again.
Yeah.
Try to open it up because I think we're getting to the point where we need to shoot or we're just gonna get stuck in a loop.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna try to take Lee out.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna run at her. Boy, I feel so mean.
You are kind of mean.
I'm kind of raging.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna run at her and attack her twice.
Okay.
Actually, can I? Ooh. I want to try to pin her down instead of just knocking her unconscious.
Okay. So
Last
like
time I knocked her
grapple her?
unconscious, they just healed her. So I want to try to pin her so she can't defend or so she can't block.
I'd count like a grapple would be sufficient. So you make an athletics check,
Okay.
and she'll make an athletics or acrobatics check.
That's really good. 26.
She rolled a natural 20, so 22. So you still win. There was absolutely no way she could win against you on that.
So
she
strong.
tries to leap out of the way, getting up, and you just bear hug her
Yeah, I
and,
just
and hold
grab
her.
her.
Perfect.
Just hold
Nice.
her arms down like, not today.
All right. So Alyssa goes. So then
I don't think
they're
that's
gonna
illegal.
No, that's
I
that's
looked.
perfectly legal. So we're gonna have two of them are gonna go in a row now. So it's gonna be Tust is gonna go first.
Wait, did someone
and
someone else on our team go?
Alessa went. Alessa swapped with.
They held their first turn.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So
sorry.
that Alessa could go, and now two of them are gonna go in a row, and then we go back into the main order. So Tust is going to make an attack. However, he is going to make an attack at the ball to try to strip you, Ursa.
Okay.
So we actually created rules for this, so it's not just up in the air. So he makes the attack with disadvantage, and the AC of the attack equals the AC of the opposing player plus 2. So what's your AC?
Oh, it's 18, so plus 2, that would be
18.
20. Just
20.
the AC
Okay.
of the ball.
So he's going to make his first attack. Fisky is going to use her reaction to give him advantage to cancel out the disadvantage. So it's just going to be a normal attack.
Ah. Well, my
And I
Douglas
think-
is right there.
I think double checking whether that's just for one attack for their turn. Yeah, one attack roll. Okay, so that'll be first one. Longbow attack. That is only an 11 with advantage, so he still misses. So he's going to make his second attack at disadvantage. Man, with disadvantage, the second one is an 18.
Oh.
So it misses. It does not strip you, but it is going to hit you.
Okay.
So he is going to deal damage to you.
Ouch.
But that was really bad. That's only 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
So since he was not successful on that, the only other person who can do anything is going to be Bruca. And she's going to
She's
come.
scared of me.
She is. Oh yeah, she is scared of you. So the frightened condition. Okay, I can't remember. She doesn't have to move away from you under the normal frightened condition rule. She just
No.
can't move closer to you, and her attacks are at disadvantage. So she is going. No, she's not going to take her turn then. Bisky's still scared. I don't think there's really much on their team that they can do. Broca's just going to use her action to remove her frightened effect using her wholeness of mind.
Oh, yeah. Got my scared of that.
Or stillness of mind. But she won't be able to use her action to do anything else. That's all for her turn. Actually, she's just gonna move away from Tuglas's effect here. She will have to make a wisdom saving throw, though.
Yeah.
That's a 17, so she succeeds.
Yes.
So just roll your damage.
So it'd be 8.
8 points of damage. Okay. That's it for her turn. Back to you guys.
Okay.
Darn. Plan failed.
All right, should I go for a shoot, guys? Okay, I'm gonna step closer. And try to shoot the ball.
Okay. Fisky already used a reaction, so Tust is the only one that can use his reaction right now. So he will increase the AC. It's only going to be a 12 though, so go ahead and make your shot. Or sorry, 15.
That's so good. 24.
24 succeeds, and Ursa comes running up, seizing the opportunity. Fisky distracted, Bruca running away. Tuss, the only person between her and the goal, who's just been slashed by her lightning blade. She comes running up and then just slams the Thunderball against the pillar, and it disperses in your hand immediately. And as this burst of electricity rings out, there is an air horn which sounds over the buzzer. Indicating that you guys have scored.
There it is.
Oh,
I heard it, but it was. Oh, there's another one.
There it goes. All right.
Live for the noise.
Roll 20, and you guys have scored the first point against the Call Rock Reef Hunters, heading out to an astounding start in this exciting matchup. So as you guys have scored, we will reset. However, I think this is probably a good point for us to just go ahead and call things for today, because we won't be able to get through another match or another round. So as you guys get your minute to reset, I think they call a timeout to re-strategize at the top of this round. And that is it. I'll turn off these dramatic music. Awesome. Good game, everyone, or good start to the game. We will be back in a week to continue this match and see how it goes. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. I'll go ahead and run through our announcements for our upcoming streams, so that anyone out there who wants to see more stuff that we do on a weekly basis can come out and watch us. Tomorrow, we will have the next installment of Slang 101 at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Monster of the Week campaign. On Tuesday, we will have the premiere episode of our new D&D 5th edition campaign called Eos. That's being run by our very own Dammit Barry. Hopefully he's feeling better by that day. And we will have on Thursday our next All Myths Are True. We're playing Tales from the Loop, and that starts at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So you can come join us for that. We'll be back here, of course, next Saturday, same time, same place. And then next Sunday, come out and join us for Pursue the Black Kestrel, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. And then, as always, I'm sure with everything going on, there will probably be some live streaming this week of video games, things like that. So come out and join us. A few of us have started playing Warzone, which has been pretty fun. So may see some more Battle Royale antics on our stream in the next few days. Check us out on Twitter at G Game Nights, and then you can follow us on or come join us on Discord. You can join our server below, links to everything below us if you're watching live on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, head over to our Twitch channel and all our links and schedule and everything there. Join us on Discord, talk about all sorts of fun stuff every day. Anything else? No? All right. Well, thank you, my players, for being here, and thank you everyone out there for watching. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.